You'll never truly grasp how vast the universe is. It's simply enormous. The human mind struggles to comprehend its true scale. We might understand the size of an elephant or a tree, or even something as grand as Durham Cathedral, but when we go beyond that, our brains start to overload. Despite this difficulty, astronomers have worked tirelessly to measure distances to the stars. One method they use is called parallax, which you can experience yourself. If you hold up your thumb and close one eye, you'll notice your thumb appears to shift position relative to the background. When you switch eyes, the thumb moves again. The same principle applies when observing nearby stars. As the Earth orbits the Sun, stars appear to shift against the backdrop of more distant stars, allowing us to calculate their positions based on this apparent movement. Another technique involves using specific stars, known as standard candles. We know the exact brightness of these stars, so by measuring how bright they appear from Earth, we can determine their distance. The dimmer they seem, the further away they are. For example, the nearest star to the Sun, Proxima Centauri, is about 40 trillion kilometers away, a number so immense that it becomes hard to wrap your head around. To make sense of these vast distances, astronomers used the concept of the light year, the distance light travels in a year. Light moves incredibly fast, traveling around the Earth over 7 times in just 1 second. 1 light year is roughly 9 trillion kilometers. A fascinating consequence of this speed is that when we look at stars, we're actually looking into the past. Light from the Sun takes about 8 minutes to reach us, meaning if the Sun were to disappear, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes. Essentially, telescopes act as time machines, allowing us to see further back in time with more distant objects. Most of the stars visible to the naked eye are part of our galaxy, the Milky Way. However, many faint dots in the night sky are actually other galaxies. The farthest galaxy we can see without a telescope is Andromeda, whose light has traveled about 2.5 million years to reach us. If you could observe Earth from Andromeda, you wouldn't see any signs of modern civilization, only early humans hunting on the African plains. Astronomers have always sought to explore the universe further, using increasingly powerful telescopes to uncover the number of galaxies out there. One remarkable moment came when the Hubble Space Telescope pointed at a seemingly empty patch of sky. This patch, about the size of a grain of sand held at arm's length, revealed an astonishing sight. Every speck of light was a galaxy. In total, about 10,000 galaxies were captured in that tiny area. If this small patch, representative of the entire sky, we can estimate that there are around 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe, each containing roughly 100 billion stars. This means there are more stars in the visible universe than grains of sand on Earth. Some of the light from the most distant galaxies has taken about 13 billion years to reach us, traveling at 300,000 kilometers per second. To give you sense of the universe's scale, imagine Earth as a grain of sand. In this analogy, our entire solar system, stretching to Neptune's orbit, would be the size of Durham Cathedral. If we shrink our solar system down to the size of a grain of sand, the Milky Way galaxy would be 1,000 times larger than that cathedral. Finally, if we scale down the Milky Way to the size of a grain of sand, the entire visible universe would then be represented by the size of that cathedral. The universe is indeed vast, truly remarkably big.